So I'm tying up another Carrie Stevens streamer from the Hilliard book. This is the Rangeley Favorite number 2. Last week I did the number 1, and next week I'll be doing the number 3. There are 3 different Rangeley Favorite flies that are mentioned in the book. This one is the exact same as the number 1, with the exception the wing has 4 hackles in it instead of just 2. The number 1 had a hackle on the left side and the right side, and this one has 4, so there's going to be actually 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. Otherwise, they're the exact same fly. So for this video, I've actually kind of sped this up a little bit, and I will start off with the body already on the belly and the throat, and all I'm doing is tying in the wing on this and then finishing up the head. Do the same thing for the Rangeley number 3 next week, which the only difference is it has a shoulder of gray hen hackle on it. So that is the Rangeley Favorite number 2. I'll get started. So as I mentioned in the introduction, Rangeley Favorite number 2 is the body and everything is exactly the same as the number 1, with the exception the wing has 4 gray hackles in it instead of just 2. So I've already gone ahead and done the tinsel body on this and the bucktail underbelly, as well as the gray throat. You want to see how all of that is done? I'll leave a link down in the description for the Rangeley Favorite number 1 video. Now I'm just ready to tie in the wing itself. So this is just 4 wings, or I should say 4 hackles. Now I've already prepped these. The only thing is that on many of these streamers, when I say I've prepped them, what I'm meaning is I've gone ahead and glued them together, because on most of her streamers there is a cheek of jungle cock on it. It's a lot easier, and I've talked about this in other videos, it's a lot easier to manage all of this and tie this in if you actually glue these together, and I've got a separate video on how I do that with some rubber cement. But because this is just 2 hackles here, I've not gone ahead and glued these. So these are just loose, and you can do this also on any of her flies if that's what you prefer to do. You don't have to actually use any adhesive on these. So I've got 2 gray hackles and for this side, and then 2 for the other side. I'm going to tie in the left side first so that you can see. I'm just tying this in up. It's not on the very top of the hook. It's not on the side. It's kind of, because this hook, which is a CS5 number 4, has kind of a flat top to it. You're tying it on the top, but on this side of it, because the other one will just lay on top right next to it. So I'll get that tied in. I'll match up the other one, and I'll tie that in. The head on the Rangeley Favorites are all black, so there is no band of color or anything. And I'm just using a 70 Denier Danville. Again, the same thing as the Rangeley Favorite number 1. You just have 4 hackles instead of 2. And because of that, that's why I went ahead and this is a short video, especially for this type of fly. If you've watched many of my videos, you'll see that these Carrie Stevens streamers, the videos are probably some of the longer ones, just because there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of, the tinsel on the long hook takes a while, and so on and so forth. I thought that it would be just easier to refer to the first video for the body and everything and just tie in the wing. So with that secured and in place, I'll finish up the head You just want to get a nice smooth transition down to the eye of the hook. You want to make certain you're covering up any thread wraps on the underside. You probably should go back a little bit further. If I had to do it again, I might have been a little bit more careful with the black thread, or actually keep that even a white thread for tying in the belly and the throat, because then I wouldn't have that showing right there. I don't want to lengthen the head on this. Go ahead and put in a whip finish. So I'll get some head cement on here, some fly tight head cement. Just putting a little on here. It's a thin head cement, so it soaks right down into those thread wraps to secure that. And then I'll come back and put some clear lacquer. 2 coats of clear lacquer on that, just to help to reinforce and protect those thread wraps. And our Rangeley Favorite number 1, or number 2, I should say, is complete. Now, there is a number 3, and that will be coming out next week, and it is exactly the same as this, with the exception it has a shoulder of gray hen hackle. So probably next week what I'll do is assemble those, because it has the shoulder in it, and then similar to this, I'll just have it so that I'm just tying in the wing on that. That's the Rangeley Favorite number 2. Thanks for watching today. Thank you for joining me at the Vise today. I hope you learned a new pattern, at least a tip or trick here and there. If you'd like to help Dress Irons, you can like, comment, share, subscribe, all those wonderful things for the video. You can also head out to dressedirons.com, where you can buy flies, tools, stickers, and merch, or you can join a growing community over on Locals at the Dressed Irons Fly Tying Guild. You can also donate to Dressed Irons if you want, through the link at the bottom of the description. I thank everybody for their ongoing support, as it really does help the creation of these videos. But what's important is to remember, only fly tying. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.